Hey, Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps with Boxing Social in partnership with freebets.com, Forged Irish Stout, and Empire Fight Store. And I'm joined now with the one and only, the juggernaut, Joe Joyce. Joe, it's so great to see you. It's great to see you. You look in great spirits. We both just watched the outcome of both Wilder versus Parker, as well as Joshua versus Wallin. Let's start, if you don't mind, if we could start with Deontay Wilder losing to Joseph Parker. What were your thoughts?
My thoughts were, I was thinking round 10 that's when Wilder was gonna start to like really look for the shots and once once Parker, because Parker was hitting him with some good overhand rights. He boxed really well, and but with Wilder there's always that that split second where if you switch off and he's there with his sniper scope and like someone's gonna get nailed, and you're kind of on the edge of your seats because Parker was doing really well the whole fight, and but only takes one punch, especially with Wilder, and he hit how hard he hits. So I was like, counting down like the seconds, but yeah, I'm happy for Parker, man. He boxed really well, and yeah, it's a good fight.
Deontay mentioned that he felt like he was up, that he was, I don't know if he used that specific word, but he definitely insinuated that he felt like he was doing better than obviously everyone else saw. What did you make of him saying that?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess when you're in the fight, in the moment, like it's hard to. When he watches it back, then he can see the whole picture, and then he will realize that, oh, okay. But when you're in the moment and you feel like you're hitting him, you're hitting them in there. You don't really know until you watch it back.
Right.
My mum was ringing me again. Wait, I don't know how to.
There we go.
There we go.
Who would you like to see Parker in with next? Obviously, Joshua stopped Otto Wallin tonight. Now that we know that the Deontay Wilder fight is off the table, because remember, both of them were supposed to be successful tonight in order to see the March 9th event go down. Would you like to see a rematch between him and Joseph Parker, or what do you think?
I'd like to see. Sorry. So, wait, say that again. So Joseph Parker and.
Joseph Parker, would you like to see him potentially rematch Anthony Joshua, just given how the Deontay Wilder fight is off the table now? I'd
like to see Dubois versus Parker. I reckon that, or Parker Dubois, and then I fight the winner, and then maybe there's other fights can be made, and I think it's still all up for grabs. Do you think? Because it's not really a tournament base, so I guess Joshua could still fight Wilder. It doesn't really make any difference.
But would it still be the same though, given what's happened tonight? I mean,
yeah, no, it wouldn't have that same edge. I think yeah, they both have to fight someone else, and then depending how that goes, it might be you just have to be pushed back along a bit further down the line.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that based on tonight with Wilder's performance, I think a lot of us were expecting so much more, and we weren't really quite sure what was going on there. There's always the question of whether or not it was Father Time that's catching up with him. Was it the ring rust and the inactivity? Inactivity can ruin careers. We know that. We've seen that happen so many times.
Or it could just be Joseph Parker's great, and he's a good fighter. That was a tough fight me and him had, and he put up a good fight, and see what Wilder, he's unpredictable because his boxing ability isn't the greatest or anything, but he always has that equalizer. So everyone's always on the edge of their seat because if he lands that, but then Joseph didn't allow him to land anything really heavy, and so because he got on him and boxed a good fight, and I didn't I don't know. I didn't really see like the effect of Malik's training so much. Like I thought I'd see like kind of more things come out, but he was like I know the Wilder's patient and he's stays out of the range and he's walking around and just waiting for that that split second where he can land a big one and that big shot whatever it came. I mean, it never like lined up for him in this fight, but he's always dangerous and he's gonna obviously come again and get in some more fights and stuff. And I don't think it's any different.
Right.
I don't think I don't think he's like his age has like changed anything.
Right. I mean, but he
But I
didn't.
mean, sorry, but the ring inactivity has definitely like he's not boxed for 2 years, so of course when you're active, then you're more ready to fight.
Hmm. And again, it's not even taking away from what Joseph Parker did and what he's capable of. It was really ultimately when we're hearing all the trash talk, when we're hearing that it's going to be basically doctor sleep, bring your pillow. I think what we were just a little bit taken aback by was we didn't really see him let his hands go. And ultimately, I think the only round we really saw that in were in the last few final rounds, which at that stage, as we know, Joseph Parker has a chin. So being able to just rely on knocking him out, because he would have had to knock him out, not just knock him down, but like knock him out to win. And we didn't see that tonight. So I think a lot of people were just a little taken aback by, the lead up to it.
Yeah, and I think he needs to work on other ways of winning apart from just the knockout. And
But can I be
I
honest
mean,
with you, Joseph? I actually think that that's exactly what he did. And I think that sort of maybe he relied too much on trying to
oh, I hear what you're
more
saying.
to the table, but he ultimately, one of the most effective things he has is when he has like his windmill
It's like
style.
unpredictability,
Yes, correct.
the wildness, the raw power,
Yes.
raining down on the
That's
the
what
sorry individual take those power punches.
right. And so ultimately I think that was
But your head's got to be there. The target's got to be there to be hit. So if it's like what Parker did was he closed the range. He was in there and made okay. Because he probably got some good advice from Fury, and he followed the good game plan and executed it. And then them overhand rights and stuff were landing quite well throughout the fight too. So and Parker hits hard as well with them kind of shots.
You would know.
Yeah. Also, Chisora, I remember, got knocked out of one of them.
Yeah, I definitely think that it was nice to see. I mean, look, Joseph Parker, there's so much ahead for him. And also Daniel Dubois winning tonight, especially after all that trash talk that went down with Miller. He was able to win in a way that basically allows people to silence their opinion of him. Remember, he was getting so much slack about him quitting and giving up and not having heart. But
Actually, Dubois definitely showed me like he's, showed everyone that he's kind of moved on from that, and he seems, there's a lot more to him now, I think, and we was talking, he's got that twinkle in his eye,
yeah. Well, Anthony Joshua, I think that we saw a glimpse of who he was before he fought Andy Ruiz Jr. I think that since that loss, we saw him a bit more of a cautious fighter. And tonight he let his hands go. He boxed beautifully. He dominated Otto Wallin. Just what were your thoughts on his performance tonight?
Yeah, no, great performance. Yeah, he wasn't getting caught up with the hype or anything. He was just, no nonsense, down to business, executed the game plan. Probably, I think it's quite a good match here with him and Ben, and it just showed everyone he's back, and but also Wallin, I thought he would have come with a bit more. He didn't. He seemed a bit like shell shock, or I don't know. Nothing was like, I don't know. He kind of wasn't like making anything work, and he was just kind of like walking away in the end, like taking them big shots.
See, I think that he did a lot better than I think that the commentary was giving him credit on, to be fair. But
Mm.
I think that AJ was just that good tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, mate, and he and didn't allow him to be able to think and to do what he maybe planned to do, because he
Mhm.
was like the early rounds is like he's already his face started to get marked up like I think within the second round or something, and yeah, he's like he's holding on,
Mhm.
and yeah, AJ is obviously very confident in.
Mhm.
I think he deals well with southpaws as well. It's that right hand comes out nice and fast.
Mhm. So I'm hearing that you're going to be back on March 9th, or not March 9th, March, the first half of March. Sorry. Is
Yeah,
that true?
yeah.
Do we
Like
have
around,
anybody that we're looking at that potentials?
yeah, I can't really say right now, but yeah, there's some some couple of names that we're going to go with, and yeah, it'd be nice to get back in the ring, get a nice ring, and then a win, and then start like looking at some of these serious fights.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm confident, but yeah, it's also about I think that'd be good to get in there, get a nice win back on home turf, and then possibly to explore other avenues that
Yeah.
have sprung up in a once in a lifetime kind of way.
What do you mean? What are you hinting at?
Oh, thing,
Huh?
huh? Like tonight, maybe. Do I
Oh,
have to spell
oh,
it
oh, okay.
in?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sorry, I think there was a slight delay there in our.
Oh, okay.
What? Huh?
Huh? Oh.
Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate giving your reactions, and then hopefully, when you have some news, let me know.
Yeah.
Call.
Well, yeah, when I can share divulge that information,
Yeah, give
I'll
me a
be
little something other than a little nugget of like.
cool. Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much, Joe, for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a good night.